All right, so we're going to go over some special trigonometric ratios real quick. And what it means by special is that the numbers just end up being something that we can write, and it's not some random decimal or anything like that. So I'll show you what's going on with that. These are the triangles we'll be working with. The special trigonometric ratios go for 45, 45, 90 triangles. And it's called that because we have a 45-degree angle, a 45-degree angle, and a 90-degree angle. And there's also special trigonometric ratios for 30, 60, 90 triangles. So I'll explain what those are in the 30-degree column, and then I'll have y'all fill it out for the 45-degree and the 60-degree. So when we look at the sine of angle of a 30-degree angle, so this one right here, sine, we're going to be looking for opposite over hypotenuse, right? So we're going to take the opposite side, s, over the hypotenuse, which is 2s. And when we have a ratio like this, we know that the s's will cancel out, and we're left with 1 over 2. And so that's why this ratio is special, because we're not usually going to get an angle or a sine ratio that is just a whole number over a whole number, especially 1/2. That's why this one is special. And then we'll go down to the cosine. So we're going to stick with our 30-degree angle, but this time our cosine is going to be our adjacent leg, and our adjacent leg is going to be s times the square root of 3. And our hypotenuse is still going to be 2s. And in this case, once again, our s's can cancel out, and we're left with not quite as pretty of a number, but definitely something we can still write as a fraction, and we'll leave it this way to multiply by other things. The square root of 3 over 2. So we've got the square root of 3 over 2, and the s's cancel out, and that's how we get this number. And then lastly, the tangent of a 30-degree angle will be the opposite over the adjacent. So opposite will be s, adjacent will be s times the square root of 3. And this one's going to be a little more difficult because we've got to do some simplifying, because we don't want to keep a radical in the denominator. So what we're going to do, cancel out the two s's, but then we're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by the square root of 3. So we're really multiplying by 1, but it's the square root of 3 over square root of 3, so that we can cancel this square root of 3 in the denominator out. So what we're left with is 3, or the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is just 3, and the square root of 3 times 1 is just the square root of 3. And so that's going to be your tangent ratio for a 30-degree angle. And by no means is this something that y'all will be expected to memorize, but it is definitely something that you can easily figure out and simplify. You can memorize it if you are comfortable with that, but this is where they come from. And so I'll have you guys figure out the 45-degree column and the 60-degree column, and then we'll discuss those as a class as well.